Hey, how's it going? I'm Wild Mudkip, and today I'm going to be showing you how to thieve from the H.A.M storerooms in old school RuneScape. This is one of the best ways for early game Ironman to get jewelry, which can be enchanted to get combat jewelry, teleport jewelry, etc., and to get a lot of alchables to get some starting cash early on. To start off, the requirements for this are to have at least gotten halfway through the Death to the Dorgeshuun quest, and you'll already have the required thieving level since you've already started the quest. However, I would highly recommend having the Rogue's outfit, which requires 50 agility and 50 thieving, and from my experience, if you're getting the set, there's really not much of a difference between getting the outfit at level 50 or at level 99. You'll see why later on why this set is so good here, but it gives you double loot when pickpocketing. And then you'll also want 55 magic for high alch if you are coming here to alch things, unless you just want to bank everything that you get. So you're going to want to take a bit of food because you'll be taking some damage, especially at lower thieving levels. Cakes are really easy food to get, and you probably have some saved up from training thieving. Otherwise, you could just buy wines from Fortunato and Drainer for very cheap. A teleport out, unless you just want to run back and forth to the bank, a fire staff and nature runes for alching, and a rune pouch to hold your runes if you have it, but I assume you're probably in the early stages of the account if you're doing this method, so you probably don't have it yet. If you're a hardcore Ironman, always wear your Ring of Life, which you should have after doing the Lost Tribe quest, which by the way is a prereq to the Death of the Dorgeshuun quest, because it can be very easy to go on autopilot and not realize that you're dying, so I'd highly recommend wearing that if you're a hardcore. Now, one more reason why it's really good to have 50 thieving and 50 agility is that you can buy a lockpick from Martin Thwaite in the Rogue's Den. And although it's not necessary, it will help you out when doing this method. To get there fast, you can use your minigames teleport to go straight to the Birth Orb Games room, which has no requirements to use. And then just follow the path I'm taking on screen to get there. There's a bank there as well, so if you didn't take any money with you, you can just withdraw 20 GP out of the bank to buy the lockpick. Again, you do need 50 agility and 50 thieving to be able to trade Martin. And if you have these levels, I would highly recommend just getting the Rogue's outfit if you don't already have it, because you're going to want to get it eventually, and you'll only cause yourself extra pain by not getting it now. You could also get lockpicks from young implings with 22 Hunter or 32 Hunter if you want to catch them barehanded. But anyways, once you've got everything that you need, teleport back to Lumbridge and follow the path I'm taking to the H.A.M lair. To get inside the H.A.M lair, there's a trap door outside, so just pick the lock, and then once you're in, run south, open the door, and then keep on running south to the south wall, and you'll see another trap door if you turn your camera around, so open up the trap door, go inside, and here you are in the H.A.M storerooms. Unlike during the quest, if you're seen by them, they're not going to do anything, and if you fail a pickpocket, you never get thrown out, you only just take damage. What I'd recommend doing here is going to your options tab, click on the joystick, and then turn NPC attack options to either right click or hidden, so that way you don't accidentally attack them, and life will be slightly easier for you. But once you get to this point here, you're just going to start pickpocketing the guards to get keys. And you could save certain items if you want them, but you're probably going to be dropping almost everything except for the keys that you get. And this is where the Rogue's outfit comes in handy, because you get double the loot, which means every time you get a key, you'll actually be getting 2 keys. There's 4 different types of keys, and each key corresponds to a different chest in each room, and there is no difference between any of the chests. The loot is all the same for each room. I'll put a little diagram on screen now though, which will show you which key goes to which room, and the southwest room is just a shortcut, but the rest of the rooms require you to pick the lock of the doors, which is why the lockpick comes in handy. I personally don't need food here because of my level, so I'm just eating it here to make room. But all you gotta do is click on the chest to loot it, then wait a few seconds for it to respawn, then repeat the process until you're out of keys for that room. And each time you loot the chest, you'll use up one of the corresponding keys for that room. When you're trying to pick the lock to another room, make sure you only do it when the guards are facing away from you, or else they'll stop you and you'll have to run out of their sight and try again. Once you do get in though, you're going to do the same thing, keep looting the chest till you're out of the keys for that room, and then move on to the next room. And you could alch the jewelry that you don't need, and then save whatever you want so you could bank it, and that way you can enchant it later on. I'll put the list of items you can get up on screen now so you can take a look for yourself at what you can get. While you're here, I'd recommend banking at least one of each type of amulet so that you can enchant them and then use them for combat later on, and maybe keep 1 or 2 extras of each just for clue stashes. But beyond that, you should alch the rest of the amulets because there's no reason to have 2 amulets of strength or 2 amulets of power, for example. But by doing this method, you can get so many rings of dueling and games necklaces and dig site pendants, which is super nice because if you've ever played an Ironman, then you should know that getting around at low levels can be very difficult and very time consuming. But that's going to be all for this guide though, and if I missed anything, I'll make sure to update the description and then also heart any comments with that information. I hope this helped you out though, and if you do want to stay up to date with the videos and know exactly when I post, then please consider subscribing to the channel. It really does help a lot. With that being said though, thank you for watching, and I hope that you have a great day.